Hello everyone, it is Toby here, back for another video. Sorry it has been a little while between the last video and this one. I got my last week of training done before comp. Obviously wanted to record it, but ended up just knuckling down, getting it done, really focusing on a good bit of session. I had a very busy week last week, so literally barely even had time to train, let alone record, but training went very well indeed. I'm feeling very good for competition, but the reason you probably clicked on this video is I'm going to show you how I deload leading up to competition, talk through the process I take to deload and what I do to make sure I'm still moving, still warm, and not taxing myself unnecessarily before the competition. So this video will stay a bit more low energy, a bit more low key, because obviously it's a deload. So in a deload, we are a bit more low energy, a bit more low key, because we don't want to tax ourselves. We don't want to build ourselves up for heavy lifting, anything like that. We want to keep it light, just go through the motions, keep the body moving, keeping it warm, keeping the motor patterns trained while not taxing us in the slightest. So I'm going to go through the basic sort of principles of what I'm going to do, how many sessions in the week leading up to it, etc. That sort of thing. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into that. So let's assume that the competition is at a weekend. So for example, for mine, it's on the Sunday, because usually most competitions, especially at the local level, take place on a weekend. So let's say you finished your final heavy week of training on the Friday before, and now you've got from the weekend to the weekend to deload and get ready for competition. So what I tend to do and what is sort of recommended online is I only do 2 training sessions between my final heavy session and the competition, and they are split equally across the 4 main movements. And the 4 main movements being obviously squat, deadlift, bench, and overhead press. The 4 staple motor patterns for strongman. Obviously, depending on your comp, you may want to specify these a bit more. So in my last competition, for example, we had a log press. So the overhead we did was a log press rather than just a barbell overhead. Example, this competition, the deadlift I have is a 12-inch axle deadlift. So the deadlift I will do will be a 12-inch axle deadlift. But yeah, let me talk you through how I split them out across the week, which days I do, how many days I leave between, and a few other bits and bobs. So I actually like to work backwards from the competition. So say the competition is on a Sunday, I want 2 good rest days before the competition. So that would be the Friday and the Saturday, no training, leave it as a rest. And then I want my final deload session to be on the Thursday, and then a rest day between my first deload session and my second deload session. So that means my first deload session would be on the Tuesday, which is today. So yeah, essentially we want 2 deload sessions, probably a rest day apart. I wouldn't say 2, because then you like train and then deload loads and then train again and then deload loads. You want to have sort of a similar to normal pattern that you would have, where for me, I usually take 1 rest day between training sessions in general. So when I have a rest day, it's usually just the 1. So I like to keep it at that. And so yeah, Tuesday session and a Thursday session is what we are going to do to deload. And these sessions, as I said, will be split equally between the 4 main movements, and then potentially some comp-specific accessory events if you want to. If you don't, as long as it's not too taxing. So my first session will be comprised of the squat and the bench press, and then my second deload session will be the deadlift and the overhead. I like to do those sessions together, those exercises together. Usually when I deload, I find it works out best that way. So yeah, today I will be doing the squat and the bench press, and then on the Thursday session I'll be doing the deadlift and the overhead. And the way I split them up is you really want to not push it hard at all. So a maximum weight of sort of 50-60% of your 1 rep max, and you don't want to push the volume either. You don't want to be going to failure. You just want to be doing lots of low rep sets to keep that movement pattern going but not tire yourself out. So the format I like to go to is 5 sets of 3, which is the same sort of rep range and set range that I do for my speed work. So it allows me to be explosive. And the main takeaway I do from this as well is I do them completely raw. I deliberately leave all of my supportive gear, my belt, my wraps, my sleeves, my straps, my shoes, everything like that, left in the car, don't even touch them. So that way it feels worse. Obviously, it's going to tax me a little more, but it means that I won't get in my own head and want to push a little bit heavier because it's feeling good. It makes me stay raw, stay good, and it also helps tax those little supporting muscles. But that's more of a personal preference thing. Obviously, if you're more comfortable working out in your supportive gear, no matter the weight, as long as you know in yourself that you're not going to push the weight a bit further because you're wearing your supportive gear, then by all means go for it. My personal preference is to stick raw for the deload sessions. So it goes without saying with these, I'm not at all concerned with depth. As you guys know, if you follow the channel for a while, I've got a dodgy knee at the minute, and it's still there just in the background, pretty much healed now, but with no supportive gear, no wraps, no sleeves, nothing like that. It wouldn't be wise to push to super deep depth, especially just while deloading before a competition. The only purpose of today's session is just to get some blood through the muscles, get some sort of lightweight on my back, get some load under. So I don't want anyone in the comments commenting about the depth, because I've told you it is not at all a priority today. It is rarely a priority anyway, as long as it's parallel in strongman, that's fine. Obviously that was well above parallel, but it doesn't matter for today's session. It doesn't matter really in the grand scheme of things. It's only if your sport determines below parallel that you should really worry about it. And that is my depth rant over and out. So yeah, let's keep squatting. Alright, that is squats done. They felt better as they went along. Usually once my hips and knees warm up into it, I can get better depth. Obviously, usually the knee sleeves / wraps help with the joint warming on the knees. So it took a little bit longer today, but feeling good. You know, it should do. It's 140. It's about 55-60% of my 1 rep max. So yeah, we shouldn't be failing these, obviously. Shouldn't be feeling hard, even beltless, wrapless, all that. Feeling good, feeling warm. Yes, that's 5 sets of them down the drain. Obviously, I only showed you 2, but how interesting could 5 sets of the exact same triple back-to-back look? So, yeah, we're going to strip the bar now, move it down, load it up, and do the same thing on bench press with about 90 kilo. Getting completely raw, basically no arch. Just get some blood through the chest and arms. And yeah, should be a pretty good, nice, easy couple of sets. You'll notice I'm slightly pausing on the chest each time. Obviously, it's a lightweight. I'm just doing a very nice controlled bench press. Don't want to be repping it out or anything like that. Just nice and controlled, get blood through the muscle. You know how it is. But yeah, taking it nice and easy. Got 1 or 2 more sets left of those. We'll film just 1 more for you guys, because again, same with the squats. 5 sets of the exact same triple aren't the most interesting things to watch. Plus, we've got the grip fun coming up later on. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, a couple more sets of bench press, and then we'll move on to the grip. So there you go, a nice simple deload session, nothing too complicated. Don't need to smash loads of accessories afterwards, just keep the body moving, get in, get something to do, keep the rest time short, doesn't take very long. And then yeah, if you want to add in something fun and less taxing at the end, like throwing or grip work, just yeah, a bit of fun at the end that won't tax you out too much. So that is exactly what we're going to move into next. We're going to be doing some grip. I recently picked up a proper Rolling Thunder handle from Gods of Grip. Obviously, if you saw the grip challenge between me and my brother, we made our own Rolling Thunder handle out of a fat grip and a cable attachment. This one's the real deal. It is a 60mm handle, which is the dimensions of the actual Rolling Thunder, I believe. And we're going to try and hit a PB on it today. Last time I used it, when it first arrived, I managed to get 75 kilo on my left hand, and I think 72 on my right, or 70 on my right. Don't know why my right was weaker, but we will see if we can beat that today. I believe that's fairly good in terms of grip. So yeah, we'll see what we can get. I'll just work up to some nice numbers, show you some of the best lifts, and yeah, just have a bit of fun at the end of today's video. So the grip portion of this video is going to be a bit more impromptu, a bit more chilled, and we're just going to work up and see what we can do. Got 27.5 loaded up. Should be no issue. Just get them warmed up. For anyone who hasn't seen a Rolling Thunder before, you've got to obviously grip only the rolling part. Straight legs, stood up, is locked out. And yeah, that's that really. Some form tips. A lot of people tend to want to try and really wrench their wrist around like that, but obviously the rolling nature of that just opens your fingers up, so you really want to just grip it from top down, have no movement in the wrist, and just stand up with it. So yeah, pretty nice and simple really. Now I'm just going to jump up another 25 because I know I'm capable of 52.5 kilos, which yeah, the whole handle's 2.5, which I think I said, so it's 52.5. Should be capable of this. No idea what my grip's feeling like today, to be honest. Haven't even chalked up yet, so bear with. Yeah. Feeling good. Nice and easy. Obviously I'll start chalking up as we get a bit heavier. Yeah, I think we'll just jump straight to 60 now. Anything sort of like 65 and above is pretty damn good. Obviously, yeah, I'm not really sure about the whole grip thing and like what relates to good, what relates to bad, and all of that. In my head, it's like 50 sort of beginner, 60 intermediate, 70 and above is pretty advanced, 80 and above is elite, 90 and above is like world class. So that's how I got it. Let me know if you're a grip expert. Let me know in the comments if I've got that at all right, or I'm chatting out my arse. All I know is that I've got a pretty good grip, like naturally. And from what people have said, seeing my like PB on this and other stuff, it's a pretty good grip. So yeah, let me know what you think. But okay, 62.5 now. Feeling good. No problems whatsoever. Yeah, the thing with a grip is it taxes really quick. Like, you'll go from being able to do something to not being able to do it at all, which obviously is a bit of an issue. Now, do I want to jump straight to 72.5, or do I do a 5 kilo jump in between? Let's risk it. Let's go. So we can always drop down again. So 72.5 would be very much nearing of my PB. Obviously, my left-handed PB is 75. My right-handed, I think, is even below this. So if I get this both hands, I think it's a PB on my right. So yeah, obviously, if this just feels horrendous and I need to drop down, I will do. But yeah, it's always just good to mess around. I think it was Martins who said that grip is like the golf of strength sports, where it's just like very quiet, very calm, very polite. You get better with it with age. all that sort of things. Like if I've got a very decent grip now at, what, 22, by the time I'm like 52 and the old man strength has kicked in, I'll be doing pretty well. Yeah, let's see. I have no idea how my grip's feeling. You don't really tell how your grip's feeling until you get up to the top weights. So, okay, I think that's a PB on my right. So, we're feeling quite good. Not too shabby. Right, I'm going to give it a bit of a rest until I go up in weight. So having reviewed the footage, that is indeed a PB on my right hand, 72.5. Yeah, I think it's 2.5 kilo PB or like a 5 kilo PB. Anyway, really pleased we got one PB. Now I'm going to try and PB my left hand with 77.5. Let's see how it goes. So yeah, a 5 kilo plate should make this 77.5. I'm almost tempted just to push it to 80 because 80 is a really good number, but it's a risk with grip. Like 1 kilo too much and you won't get it, so really got to keep conservative and keep pushing in slow increments over the few weeks. So I mean, now I've had a bit of a rest, I feel pretty good. We might even push past it and get to 80 this session, or I might not PB my left at all. But either way, I'm happy I've PB'd my right. And I don't expect this to go up on my right either. This will be a big PB on my right if I did. But yeah, let's try it. Ooh, it's actually, you heard it clink, it's left the floor there, so. Oh, you know what? We might have that on the right in a minute. But we indeed had it on the left. That's big, and you know what? I felt there's a little bit more there. So, gonna give it 5 minutes, have another go on my right on this, and then we'll push it to 80, I think. Oh, come on, you bugger. Nope. Not there on the right, but let's see if we can PB the left again. I realise I completely cut out the bottom of the loading pin in those last clips. Hopefully you can take my word for it that it was indeed 77.5 on that left hand. It is definitely 80. Now you can see we got 25, 25, 10, 10, 5 and a 2.5, and then a 2.5 kilo handle. So 80 kilo. Let's get it. I'm only going to try on the left hand on this one for obvious reasons. I guess left must be just my stronger grip hand. Right, come on. Come on! Oh, it's clear, it's there, it's there, it's there. It's not there on the right, but we're going to just give the left a rest. Come on. Come on. It's so close. I'm going to treat it like a max lift when it gets this heavy. It is a max lift. I'm going to treat it like one. 5 minutes, I'll try again. Final few attempts. As I said, this is a deload session, so I don't want to overdo it and give myself forearm cramp on competition day. As I said, grip will recover easy enough by the weekend, as it's only Tuesday. But I want to give this 80 a proper go. It's just such a nice number. So damn close. No, it's not there today, but it'll definitely be there next time I give the rolling handle a go. So that is the grip section of this video done. 2 PBs, a 72.5 on the right, sorry, and a 77.5 on the left. Let me know in the comments below if that is a good Grip strength, I think it's pretty decent. But anyway, yeah, that is where I'm going to leave today's video off for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the first half of the video talking more about how I deload and then a bit of grip fun at the end of the video. If you want me to do a more grip specific related video where I properly give the Rolling Thunder its own spotlight, get some more grip tools, I will do in the future. Once I can afford some more grip tools, I've properly caught the grip bug, and I hope you guys have too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Toby. Again, one of the next few videos you will see will be my competition, so wish me luck down in the comments. Feeling good for it. I'm gunning for the win. We should have some good fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, please leave a like down below. As I said, plenty of opportunities to comment about lots of stuff in the video. And of course, if you've made it this far without hitting subscribe, please go ahead and consider doing so. It'll help me out massively. But anyway, once again, really appreciate the support on the videos lately. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.